Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this U.S. House election night for the midterms 2018. This will be between the leader of the Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, the minority leader in the House, and the Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, of the Republican Party. Right now, the Republicans control 240 seats, the Democrats 195. This means that the Democrats need to net 23 seats in order to take over the House of Representatives. So here we go. Let's take a look at the poll closing times really quick throughout the country. So there they are right now. We're going to be covering all 50 states tonight in their House elections. Be sure to check the poll closing times in your state because some states have split poll closing times. And it is 7 o'clock now in the East, and we have poll closings in Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, Vermont, and Virginia. So let's go ahead and look at those. So first off, in Georgia with 14 congressional districts, no change here. The Republicans hold on to 10, the Democrats hold on to 4, so no change in Georgia. Going over to the Hoosier state of Indiana, also no change, 7 Republicans, 2 Democrats, and no change here. Also in Kentucky, 5 Republicans, 1 Democrat, no change in the state with 6 congressional districts, solidly red. In another solid red state, South Carolina, also 1 Democrat, 6 Republicans, also no net change here. Going over to Vermont with its lone congressional district, a solid Democratic state. The Democrats hang on to this 1 congressional district, resulting in a no net change. Going over to Virginia, we can now project the first Democratic pickup of the night. The Democrats will pick up 1 seat in Virginia, resulting in the Republicans having 6 seats out of Virginia's 11 and the Democrats having 5. So the Democrats have 1 pickup in the state of Virginia. And let's go ahead and look at the House at this hour. You can see the Democrats have 14, the Republicans have 34. With just a few states filled in, the Democrats have a pickup of 1. And this means the Democrats need 204 more seats for control. The Republicans need 184. So let's continue. We've got 7:30 poll closings in North Carolina, West Virginia, and Ohio. 3 critical states here. And in North Carolina, we could project another Democratic gain here. So now the Democrats will hold 4 seats. The Republicans will hold 9 seats in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. In Ohio, 1 congressional district pickup for the Democrats. So now the Democrats will have 5 seats. The Republicans will have 11. So a big gain for the Democrats here with the pickup of 1 seat in Ohio. In West Virginia, a solidly Republican state, no change here. The Republicans will hold all 3 of West Virginia's congressional districts, and so there is no net change in the state of West Virginia. Alright, going to the House at this hour now that we have Ohio, West Virginia, and North Carolina filled in, you can see 23 Democrats and 57 Republicans, and the Democrats have a net pickup of 3 seats. And now one of the biggest moments of the night, we have 8 p.m. poll closings and a laundry list of states, and let's take a look at those right now. So in Alabama, a solidly red state, even though they have a Democratic senator, no change in their House representation, 6 Republicans and 1 Democrat. In Connecticut, also no change. There was only 1 competitive seat, and the Republicans failed to pick it up, so the Democrats have 5, the Republicans have 0 in Connecticut. In Delaware, in their at-large congressional district, also the Democrats hang on to this district. In Florida, a smaller gain than what most were projecting, but the Democrats will gain 1 seat in the Sunshine State of Florida, meaning that the Democrats will hold 12 and the Republicans 15, so this is a gain for the Democrats here. Going over to Illinois, also the Democrats will pick up 1 seat in the state of Illinois, so this is a big gain. Now they hold 12 out of Illinois' 18 congressional districts. In Maine, the Republican district was competitive, but the Republicans held on to it, so Maine with its 2 congressional districts, 1 Democrat and 1 Republican for no net change. Going over to Maryland, 7 Democrats, 1 Republican, also no change. In Massachusetts, a solidly blue state, all 9 of its congressional seats are in the Democratic column with no change. In Mississippi, a solidly Republican state, but 3 Republican representatives, 1 Democrat, and no net change in its 4 congressional districts. Going over to Missouri, another somewhat red state with 6 Republicans, 2 Democrats, and no change in the congressional representation. In New Hampshire, the Republicans were hoping they could pick up Carol Shea Porter's seat, but they failed to do so. So this means a no net change in New Hampshire, 2 Democratic seats in this state. In New Jersey, this is a pretty big gain for the Democrats. The Democrats will gain 2 seats in New Jersey, which means the Democrats will now hold 9 congressional districts. The Republicans will hold 3, so this is a big gain for the Democrats. In Oklahoma, a solidly red state, Oklahoma, 5 Republicans, 0 Democrats, and no change. Pennsylvania, because of the redrawn congressional districts, the Democrats have done very well here. They will pick up 3 seats, leaving Pennsylvania's representation in the House tied at 9 Republicans to 9 Democrats. So this is a big gain for the Democrats. They've done as well as they expected in Pennsylvania, picking up 3 out of Pennsylvania's 18 congressional districts. In Rhode Island, solidly Democratic state, no surprise here, 2 Democrats, 0 Republicans, and no change. Tennessee, 7 Republicans, 2 Democrats, and no change. So the Republicans hold 7 of Tennessee's 9 congressional districts. The Democrats hold 2. So let's look at the House this hour. You can see the Democrats have 10 gained seats, resulting in 98 for them, and the Republicans have 119 seats. So you can see most of the eastern part of the country is filled in, and this leaves the Republican with 119, as I said, and the Democrats with 98, with 218 seats outstanding. And now the 8:30 p.m. poll closings in the state of Arkansas, the only state to close at the bottom of the hour. And in Arkansas, no change, as expected, 4 Republicans and 0 Democrats. So now at the House, not a huge change, but still a net Democratic pickup of 10. And the Republicans now have 123 seats to the Democrats' 98. And now another big moment in the night, 9 p.m. poll closings, another long list of states closing here, and let's get into these right now. So in Arizona, a Republican state, but not by huge margins, now the Democrats taking the congressional majority in that state. The Democrats gain a seat and now have 5 seats to the Republicans' 4, so this is a big gain for the Democrats. In Colorado, in the House, the Democrats will also pick up 1 seat here. Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats now holding 4 of Colorado's 7 seats, the Republicans holding 3. In Kansas, another big win for the Democrats, +1 for them. Now they hold 1 out of 4 of Kansas's congressional districts, and the Republicans hold 3. Going over to Louisiana, 5 Republicans, 1 Democrat, and no net change in the House representation. In Michigan, a state that President Trump barely carried, the Democrats will pick up 1 congressional seat in the state of Michigan, resulting in a 6-8 balance of power in Michigan's congressional representation. So another gain for the Democrats. In Minnesota, this is one of the few states, if any, that we can project actually a Republican gain. So the Republicans will gain 2 seats, the Democrats will gain 1, therefore resulting in a Republican net gain of 1 seat in the state of Minnesota, leaving Minnesota's congressional representation at 4 Republicans to 4 Democrats. So a pretty good showing for the Republicans in the state of Minnesota. Going over to Nebraska, the Democrats were hoping they could pick up the 2nd congressional district, but it did not happen tonight. 3 Republicans to 0 Democrats in this state. In New Mexico, also, 1 Republican and 2 Democrats in the 3 congressional districts. New Mexico, a quite solid Democratic state, but 1 Republican and 2 Democrats. In New York, another big gain for the Democrats in this liberal state. The Democrats picking up 2 seats, resulting in a 20-7 balance of power as far as New York's congressional representation. So another big gain for the Democrats here. And North Dakota at its at-large congressional district, no net change. The Republican holds on. And to go with it, in South Dakota, the Republican also holds on to South Dakota's at-large congressional district. Going over to Texas, a pretty weak showing actually for the Democrats. They pick up 1 seat in Texas, leaving Texas's congressional representation at 24 Republicans to 12 Democrats. In Wisconsin, Paul Ryan is retiring, and guess what? The Democrats have picked up his home congressional district. A gain for the Democrats, meaning 4 Republicans and 4 Democrats in Wisconsin. In Wyoming, another solidly Republican state coming in strong for the GOP here. 1 Republican, 0 Democrats, and the Republican holding on in their at-large congressional district. So now let's look at the House at this hour with a lot more seats filled in. The Democrats have a net gain of 17 seats. They are getting quite close to the 23 they need. But the Republicans have 192 seats. They need 26 more to get the majority. The Democrats have 157, and they need 61 more for the majority. And there's 86 seats outstanding at this hour. Now let's look at the 10 p.m. poll closings here. Iowa, Montana, Nevada, and Utah. Most of these states are pretty critical for the Democrats in their quest to take back the House, so let's see how they did. In Iowa, the Democrats will pick up one of Iowa's congressional districts, meaning the Republicans have 2 and the Democrats have 2 of Iowa's 4 congressional districts. Going over to Montana, Greg Gianforte, not that popular, but he did hang on in this heavily Republican state. 1 Republican and 0 Democrats for Montana. Going over to Nevada, the Democrats made significant gains in 2016, and they have held on to them. 3 Democrats and 1 Republican in Nevada's congressional representation. In Utah, Mia Love was in danger of losing her seat, but 4 Republicans and 0 Democrats, so the Republicans hang on to all 4 seats in Utah. And let's go ahead and look at the House at this hour now. The Democrats have added 1 more seat, plus 18, and they are at 162 to 200 for the Republicans, with 73 seats outstanding. And we just have the polls in the West to close. So let's go ahead and look at the 11 p.m. poll closings here. The Democrats need to do well here in order to get the House. So let's look at California. The Democrats have indeed done very well in Nancy Pelosi's home state. The Democrats have picked up 4 seats, meaning they hold a lopsided 43 to 10 majority among California's congressional districts. This is a big win for the Democrats. Going over to Hawaii, 2 Democratic representatives, and that's not going to change. 2 Democratic representatives, both re-elected, resulting in no change in Hawaii's congressional representation. In Idaho, 2 Republicans, also no change here. In Oregon, 4 Democrats and 1 Republican, no change here. No districts were picked up by either side, so 1 Republican and 4 Democrats. And in the state of Washington, the Democrats have indeed accomplished their goal of picking up 1 of Washington's congressional districts. This leaves the Democrats with 7 out of 10 of Washington's congressional districts, and the Republicans with 3. So let's go ahead and look at the House at this hour. 218 Democrats and 216 Republicans. The Democrats have passed the magic number. They have earned 23 pickups in the House of Representatives, and we know what this means. The Democrats gain control of the House. This means that Nancy Pelosi is the presumptive House Speaker. They have gained control of the House by the slimmest of margins. We still have 1 state left to close, Alaska, but at this hour, at 11 p.m., we can project that the Democrats gain control of the U.S. House. This has been a very tight race nationwide, but the Democrats have gained control. And now we have the final poll closings, 1 a.m. poll closings in the state of Alaska, the last state to close here. And no great surprise here, we can project that the Republican has held on here in Alaska's lone congressional district, so 1 Republican seat added there. And this means that the final balance of power in the House is 217 Republicans to 218 Democrats. This means that the Democrats have gained a 1 seat majority in the House over the Republicans, a 218 to 217 majority. This means the Democrats cannot afford to have any Democrats vote with the Republicans in their congressional delegation. Otherwise, they will lose votes. So this means that the Democrats gain control of the House. Very close, but the Democrats have won control of the House with, yet again, 218 Democratic seats, a pickup of 23, what they needed, and 217 Republican seats. Nancy Pelosi will be the new Speaker of the House. So definitely be sure to comment any suggestions or observations or comments, and keep the feedback coming in the comments section. And also be sure to subscribe for new videos twice a week. And also, if you really like this content, click the little bell icon to get notified when I post new videos to the channel, so that way you'll be able to watch the videos that much more quickly. So definitely be sure to comment, like, and subscribe this video for much more content in the future. And thank you so very much for watching this video, and I will see you again in